up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Block on the give, it's Lindsay. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Faking the give to Lindsay, here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
40-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
40-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Operating from the gun, Fowler. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
He'll find Lindsey here, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fowler completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now he'll try to run with this. Quickly completed to the right flat. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Broncos nothing.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll run with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Fowler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. On first down, Fowler. Man open left side is Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Broncos.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll begin by running the option. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first and 10, Fowler. Flush to his right, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Fowler. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Baltimore Ravens.
From the gun, Fowler. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Big hold of the 30. Out quickly to Judy. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Block now on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Fowler. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
at the 30-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
He's going to try and do this himself. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Fowler, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pollard again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check three. Gun.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Greg. 27, check Mike 27. There we go. Mike 27.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Great. 27, Mike 27. That's a run. They're running it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Cam Newton scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Locke will try again on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
The 11-yard line.
One more time with Lindsey. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Down by Bud.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Fowler is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, Pollard, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's brought down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's going to try and take off with it.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's Pollard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Fowler. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 26 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Block off of play action. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Incomplete.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So